Welcome back on The Pursuit of Wealth, everybody. It's Rod with Pow Group, your home for MJ Stocks, crypto assets, news and interviews. It is Thursday, July 31st, last day of the month. Hope you're doing awesome. And in this video, we're going to discuss Scott's Miracle-Gro CEO saying that Trump multiple times has promised rescheduling since he has taken office. And the real question is, did he pinky promise? We're going to take a look at this news. I'll give my thoughts and opinions on it as well. And let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comment section. We'll continue the conversation there. Before we get to the news, make sure to smash like, help support me in the channel. If you're new, you can subscribe, tick the bell, you've been notified on any future videos or when I go live. As always, not financial advice. This is for entertainment purposes only. You can also follow us over on X, formerly Twitter. Handle for that is @GroupPow. So you can see here this article from MJ Herald. Scott's Miracle-Gro CEO says Trump personally promised to reschedule marijuana, confirms multiple meetings since taken office. And he was on with Fox Business and Liz Clayman. Scott's Miracle-Gro CEO Jim Hagedorn says he's had multiple conversations with President Donald Trump since he took office earlier this year, and each one the message has been consistent. Rescheduling marijuana is a top priority, and Trump intends to follow through. So we've been seeing, as part of this new administration, it's been promises made, promises kept. That seems to be, kind of the theme. And I don't think that there's going to be any issues here. I think they're going to get it done. Let's get it done already. I know we're getting tired of waiting. It's been a brutal bear market. But again, I've been saying on the channel for a while now, there's bigger issues to be worrying about for the new administration. They'll get to cannabis eventually. But like I said, crypto, every second word out of this new administration's mouth, everybody, all they can say is crypto, blockchain, and AI, right? After we get crypto legislation, we already got the Genius Act. Now they're working on market structure, which is the Clarity Act, and then the Anti-CBDC Act. Once those get approved, signed into law over the next couple of months, then I think they're going to pivot over to cannabis. So again, we just have to be a little bit more patient, but I think, with the whole seasonality effect for cannabis leading into the fall, that's generally when we start to see some momentum pick up in the sector. And we could see Pennsylvania, we could see, there's a lot of talk in Texas about getting stuff done at the state level. So we'll see what happens there. But ultimately, you got Florida on the cusp of legalizing. We'll see if they can get it done the second attempt. But I think the writing's on the wall, folks. Like, this is another clue. This is another sign that we're more than likely going to get rescheduling. And I think it'll happen a lot sooner than many think. When I interviewed Morgan Fox at Normal, political director, he seemed to think it would take many, many years, and I don't think that's going to be the case. I think there's a very strong probability that it happens this fall or early 2026. Same thing with safer banking. But again, what more clues do we need, right? I think the writing is on the wall. I think it's pretty obvious at this point. We're more than likely going to get rescheduling as an incremental step, and then full-blown descheduling eventually. They'll attempt to do that. But Chris Christie said that, Trump is going to attempt to deschedule, whether you love him or hate him. The fact is, I try not to get political in this channel. The fact is this new administration, they have been following through on what they said they were going to do in the campaign trail. And like I said, what more proof do we need, right? We had one side of the aisle saying they wanted to legalize it recreationally at the federal level. And then the other side was in favor of Amendment 3 in Florida, rescheduling, safer banking, medical, right? So again, I don't think there's anything to worry about. Even Trump was on Lex Friedman talking about how amazing it has been, from a medical standpoint, and the doctors are just talking amazing things about it, right? My daughter just got home, so hopefully she's not too distracting in the background there. But Hagedorn, CEO of Scott's Miracle-Gro, made the comments during an appearance on Fox Business Network's The Clayman Countdown, as I mentioned. There's one person who could change it, and he's told me and others that he will, and that's the President of the United States, Donald Trump, said Hagedorn. When speaking of new DEA admin Terrence Cole, Hagedorn says what he needs to hear is a call from the president or the chief of staff saying this is a promise he made during the campaign, and promises made, promises kept. So again, I've been saying this for a while now, that this seems to be the theme. Love it or hate, love the new administration or hate them. That is just a fact. The remarks come just days after DEA Administrator Terrence Cole was officially nominated by Trump. Cole, who has a long background in law enforcement, has yet to publicly list marijuana rescheduling among his top priorities, and a move Hagedorn says he fully understands. But he did say, Cole did say that he wants to make it a priority, and I think, again, it's going to be a top-down approach in terms of receiving orders. I think he's a career law enforcement guy. I'm not surprised by it, said Hagedorn. I don't expect a law enforcement guy to lead with, hey, let's make pot legal, even though it's legal in almost every state in the nation. The growing chorus of voices from inside Trump's orbit pushing for marijuana reform includes several advisors and GOP allies who have publicly encouraged the administration to embrace either rescheduling or full descheduling ahead of the November election. Delaware is set to launch recreational marijuana sales on August 1st, becoming the 25th state with legal adult use sales. So there you go. And then Pennsylvania not too far off. And then we could even see some reform in Florida. Texas is going to be another big market as well. So like I said, I think the writing is on the wall. What more proof do we need? We had two presidential candidates running, two tickets basically wanting to see major reform, one wanting to recreationally legalize it, and the other one supporting Amendment 3, safer banking, you name it. So hopefully my daughter in the background wasn't too distracting. She's just getting home from daycare and settling in here for the evening. So let me know your thoughts and opinions, though, on this in the comment section below. We'll continue the conversation there. It's Rod with Pow Group. Thanks again for joining us on the Pursuit of Wealth, and we'll catch you again on the next one.